Want to know how to build a loyal, fanatical following that advocates for you, promotes you, spends hours with you every week? It's all done through YouTube Live. You're going to want to watch this video. I'm excited to be joined today by Nick Nimmin. He helps content creators grow their channels on YouTube, and he's got an awesome weekly show called Nimmin Live. Can you tell us a little bit about your weekly show?
Basically, Nimmin Live is a show that I do with my brother D every single Saturday, as long as we're not traveling. It is a place where content creators can come and get their YouTube questions answered.
How long is the show?
Typically, we go from anywhere from like 3 to 6 hours, but our record is about 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say to people that are thinking right now you're nuts?
Well, I agree with them. Okay. Yeah, but outside of that though, I think that for the purposes that I use it for, I think that's a great fit. Now, if somebody was coming onto YouTube and they are just getting going, they don't have an audience developed yet, they haven't turned it into a thing yet,
right,
then in that case, you know, I would limit it to like a 30-minute to an hour type of live stream. I definitely would not recommend trying to go in for like a 6-hour stream.
What do you want to say to people who are a little skittish about doing something live on YouTube?
It's intimidating. You know, it is intimidating because, you know, you are just like video content, you're kind of putting yourself out there. But within that, in order to accomplish new things, you have to take those steps to push yourself in order to, you know, expand what it is that you're capable of and, you know, build your confidence in the different areas. So because of that, I recommend that you just start trying to do it. You know, when you first start live streaming, things are going to go wrong, because that's just the nature of the beast. We've been doing it for years and we still have problems sometimes. When you go into it, don't think of it like everything has to be perfect. Think of it as, okay, every single time that I go live, this is a chance for me to get better at how I'm actually presenting my content, but it's also a chance for me to learn how, you know, the whole thing works with the software and everything.
What have some of the benefits been for you in particular as a result of doing this live show?
For me in particular, it's grown an awesome community. When you have your live or your video community, those are the people that enjoy video content. And then you have some crossover to the people that also just enjoy live streams, but then you get to create a whole new audience of people that also just enjoy live streams and they don't really care about the video content, which is great. So basically it's helped me develop a new audience. It's helped me create a deeper connection with the audience that I already had. But in addition to the community side, it also helps generate affiliate sales, of course, income in terms of, you know, sponsorships. It helps me get even more people into my email list and things like that.
What about your speaking ability? Has it helped you become a better speaker?
Without question, yeah. And the thing is, and this is really bizarre, but when you are live streaming, and I'm sure you deal with the same thing in podcasting because it's all just free thought. You develop this thing that happens in your brain to where if you're just making video content, yes, you're monitoring what's going on, but when you're podcasting or you're live streaming, you're constantly modifying the words, or you're monitoring the words that are coming out of your mouth, and you're constantly making all these little micro decisions in the process, trying to make sure that things come out and they sound the right way. And it's just a really interesting thing in terms of how your brain starts working when you live stream. And the really cool thing about that is that helps you when you're on stage. That helps you in situations like this. So
react to the audience? Yeah, exactly. And I would imagine it's led to more stage opportunities for you as
Without
well.
question. One of the things that you will deal with on stage is Q&A.
Right.
So when you are live streaming, if you build in a Q&A portion of your live stream, then basically you get to sit there for however long you do the Q&A portion for, and you get to demonstrate that you know what you're talking about. You get to demonstrate that not only do you know what you're talking about, but you're so up to date on what's going on that you can just nail the questions that are coming out, and just being able to, you know, to develop that free the free
thinking.
That's ironic.
Free thinking.
Yeah, irony in that one. Yeah.
Okay, couple tips for those who want to start doing regular shows, things you've learned along the way.
Start now. That's the very first thing, because if you don't do it now, if you just kick the can down the road, then this time next year you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have started live streaming, because now everybody's live streaming and I missed the boat. 2 is do take the time to learn the tech and figure out what's best for you, so that when you do start having issues that you can troubleshoot them. But at the very beginning, when you're first getting started, start with something that's easy, something browser based, or maybe your phone, something to where you can just click and go instead of having to do all the fancy stuff. Just start with what it is that you have.
Any tools you recommend?
I recommend your mobile phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, recommend your mobile phone. If you're just getting started, I recommend your mobile phone. I recommend if you're going live on Facebook, just using the, you know, what's available in the app. Same thing with YouTube.
Right.
You know, just click it from the drop down and use what's there now, and then basically build as you grow your following.
Okay, what about tips on content? You know, should we be prepared or should we just wing it? I mean, because not everybody's got that skill, right?
Yeah, having just a general idea of what it is that you're going to talk about, or just being extremely detailed. Like, hey, these are all of the things that we're going to go through. It's also important in that regard to know what it is that you're streaming for.
Right.
You know, because like as an example, if you're streaming so that you can bring more attention to a product, then your stream's going to be a little bit different than if you're streaming to demonstrate your expertise to build authority in a space. If you are wanting to build like an actual show out of it, then going live on a regular basis and basically saying every single week we go live at this time, or you know, several times a week, you know, whatever your particular schedule is, whatever works best for you, dedicate to that time and do it no matter what.
Nick has a killer video.
Yeah, I have a video, actually I have a handful of videos on my channel about how to be better on camera. So basically part of live streaming is developing the skills in order to be able to do it, in order to be able to communicate in a way that people respond to, and this video will help you do it.
And you'll find it right here.